So we have completed the methods of preparation of alcohols and phenols. Now we come to the properties, and we have physical properties and chemical properties. We start with the physical properties of alcohols and phenols. Physical properties. I told you, when you talk about physical properties, we take the melting and boiling point, solubility, etc. The physical states, etc. Even methanol itself is a methanol. Starting with methanol, they are liquids. Then very higher members are waxy solids. When you come to the boiling points of alcohols, alcohols have a higher boiling point than the compounds still you have studied, that is haloalkanes and hydrocarbons. They have very higher boiling point compared to these compounds, that is the homologous series. We have studied the haloalkanes and even hydrocarbons. Their alcohols are having comparatively higher boiling points. This is due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, because alcohol molecules are polar in nature, OH. This OH bond is polar in nature, so it is oxygen is having a partial negative charge and hydrogen is having a partial positive charge. So this hydrogen forms a hydrogen bond with the next HR. Then it forms. So this is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding formed between the alcohol molecules. So since there is an intermolecular hydrogen bonding, their boiling points are much higher than that of the haloalkanes and hydrocarbons, the compounds which we have already studied. Now, when you come to the secondary and tertiary alcohols, this intensity of hydrogen bonding decreases because the bulkier groups become more bulkier. Then when you come to solubility, lower members of the alcohols are highly miscible with water because they can form hydrogen bonding with water. Already there is I told you last chapter, in between water molecules there is hydrogen bonding. The incoming molecule, if they are able to form hydrogen bonding between water molecules with water molecules, breaking the old hydrogen bonding, then they can be soluble in water. Alcohols, lower members of alcohols are highly miscible with water because they can form hydrogen bonding with water, ROH. It forms hydrogen bonding with the water molecules. Like this. With water molecules, alcohols can form hydrogen bonding. So they are highly miscible with the water. Then when the alcohol molecules, these alcohols, the alkyl group is becoming bulkier and bulkier, then they may not be able to form hydrogen bonding because other molecules cannot come near and attack the oxygen atom. In that case, they are becoming insoluble. So higher members become immiscible with water. Only lower members are miscible with water. So this is the physical properties. When you come to chemical properties, alcohols can act as nucleophiles. They can also act as electrophiles. See, ROH plus C having a positive sign. You see, oxygen is having 2 lone pairs. This lone pair can be donated. It's acting as a nucleophile. Electrons are being donated and it forms ROH plus the C, 3 bonds, and this can be given here, and it can form ROC like this, a compound. So here the alcohol molecule is acting as a nucleophile. It is giving electrons, electron rich entity. So it is acting as a nucleophile. The alcohol molecule is acting as a nucleophile. then it can also act as an electrophile. It can also act as an electrophile. ROH plus H plus. There it is forming a protonated alcohol ROH H A plus. There this can act as an electrophile. Electron can be accepted. So it can act as an electrophile also. So nucleophiles and electrophiles, it can both attach. Now, so alcohols, they show different types of properties. Alcohols in which OH bond is broken. OH, this bond is broken, or this bond is broken. So they show properties in which the OH bond is broken, or in some cases they show properties in which RO bond itself is broken. Understood? So we'll start with the compounds in which the OH bond is broken and hydrogen is left as H plus. If H plus ions are given proton donors, we call them as acids. So alcohols can act as acid, or they are acidic in nature. As alcohols are acidic in nature. Understood? Why are they acidic? Because they can act as proton donors. Now, the only property in which an alcohol is showing the acidic nature is reaction with the metal to give hydrogen gas. ROH plus Na gives RONA, sodium alkoxide plus hydrogen gas. So, with the metallic sodium, it is giving hydrogen gas. RCROH plus La gives R. So they can displace hydrogen from alcohols. So this is one method of one reaction in which they are showing acidic nature. But phenols they react with the metals to give hydrogen gas. They also react with the they react with the sodium hydroxide to give salt and water. In addition to the reaction with metals, phenols also show this reaction. They react with the alkali to form salt and water. For example, the phenol OH react with the NaOH to form sodium phenoxide, the salt. Sodium phenoxide ONA plus salt and water. Understood? So, in addition to this reaction, phenols show this reaction also. It reacts with the sodium hydroxide to form salt and water. So, these are the reactions in which the alcohols show acidic nature. Now, alcohols, they are proton donors. For example, ROH plus H2 with water. They give RO minus plus H3O plus. Proton donors. So ROH give RO minus and H3O plus. Understood? So they are Bronsted acids. They are acting as proton donors. Now the next question is, if you are taking alcohols they are primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Among primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols, which are the strongest alcohols, or what is the order of acidity in primary, secondary and tertiary? CH2OH. This is a primary alcohol. Then secondary alcohol CrHOH, a secondary alcohol. Then a tertiary alcohol CrROH, OH, a tertiary alcohol. This is a primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Among these three alcohols, which can be as the most stronger acid, or among these which is the strongest acid? See, this hydrogen donor, if it is a hydrogen donor, that means oxygen will have to accept electrons with the OH bond. From the OH bond, this will have to take electron and hydrogen must be left as H plus. So, the electron density around oxygen must be less, so that the OH bond is more polar and oxygen can accept the electron from hydrogen and leave it as H plus. Now, when you come to secondary alcohol, we know that the alkyl groups are electron releasing. Alkyl groups are electron releasing. Now, this carbon atom, the electron density around carbon atom becomes more, and what happens, since oxygen is more electron negative, this electron density is shifted more towards oxygen. So, the electron density around oxygen will become more, decreasing the polarity of the OH bond. That means oxygen now cannot accept more electron density from hydrogen. So it cannot lose hydrogen as easily as a primary alcohol. When you come to tertiary alcohol, there are three electron donating alkyl groups, thereby increasing the electron density around oxygen more. Understood? So this will be the least acidic in nature, then primary, then secondary. So this is the order. Primary will be the having strongest acidic nature, then secondary, then tertiary. Understood? So this is the order of the acidity, because the alkyl group is electron releasing in nature. So it releases or pushes electron density towards carbon, and this electron density is being pushed towards oxygen because oxygen is more electronegative, increasing the electron density around oxygen more. Therefore, the OH bond become less polar. Understood? But this effect is the highest in tertiary, because in tertiary there are three electron releasing alkyl groups. Therefore, the least acidic is tertiary, then secondary, and the most acidic is primary. All these alcohols are even weaker as acids than water. R O-, the bronze base of alcohol, it accepts a proton from ROH plus OH minus. See this bronze tip, this RO minus, that is the conjugate base of the alcohol. It can accept a proton from water and release OH minus. Now see, it can even accept proton from water. That means it is a very strong base. RO minus is a strong base. The conjugate base, if it is very strong, the corresponding acid will be very weak. We have studied in 11th class. So this conjugate base RO minus of alcohol is a strong base, even stronger than sodium hydroxide. So if it is stronger, then its corresponding acid will be much weak. That is what we have studied in 11th class. So alcohols are even weaker base acids than water. Understood? So this is what is happening in acidic nature. Now when you come to phenols, phenols are even much stronger bases than alcohols. Why are phenols more stronger bases than alcohols? We have studied you remember the resonance structure of phenol, right? You can draw the resonating structures of phenol, OH, having lone pair, then this will be shifted here, one of the lone pair will be shifted here, this will be shifted here, and you will get the next resonating structure, that is double bond O, then plus H, and this become minus, and the next resonating structure is, this will come here, it will go here, then you will get the next resonating structure, that is negative sign here, double bond OH, plus, now this go here, it will come here, and you will get the next resonating structure. So, negative double bond of H. This is the resonating structures of phenol. And alcohol ROH can dissociate to give RO minus plus H plus. Then AR, that is phenol, OH can dissociate to give phenoxide ion, OH minus, O minus phenoxide ion plus H plus. Now what we'll have to see is which is more stable, the phenoxide ion or the alkoxide ion. If phenoxide ion is more stable, this equilibrium will be shifted more towards this side, isn't it? That means producing more H plus ions. So we'll have to see which is more stable, whether alkoxide ion is stable or phenoxide ion is stable. See, there are different reasons why phenols are more acidic. This bond, that is the phenyl carbon oxygen bond, OH bond. This bond, this carbon is sp2 hybridized, right? This carbon is sp2 hybridized, so it is more electronegative. This is more electronegative. Therefore, what happens is this oxygen electron pair pushing towards oxygen, it will not be there because this carbon is more electronegative. So what happens is the oil here, the bond become OH bond become more polar, because here there is no pushing of electron or anything. So OH bond is more polar, so hydrogen can be easily released. That is one reason, because the oxygen in phenolic group is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon. Now second reason is, see the phenoxide ion and alkoxide ion. The phenoxide ion is again stabilized by resonance, O minus. Then this will be shifted here, it will be shifted here, and O double bond. Now here, now again it will be shifted here. See here, in phenoxide ion, there is no charge separation. Why? Because there is only negative charge there, isn't it? This negative charge is not here now because the excess electron came here. So this one, now it will be shifted here, this will go here. So phenoxide is stabilized by resonance. Phenoxide ion is stabilized by resonance. But what about alkoxide ion? It is not stabilized by resonance. There is no resonating structure for the alkoxide ion RO minus. We cannot draw any resonating structure. So alkoxide ion is not stabilized by resonance, whereas phenoxide ion is stabilized by resonance. So therefore what happens? This equilibrium will be shifted more than this equilibrium towards the product side. So more H plus ions can be produced, so phenols are more acidic than alcohols. So in phenox, the carbon, the oxygen is attached to an sp2 hybridized carbon, which is more electronegative. Therefore, OH bond is more polar, hydrogen can be easily released. Next reason is the phenoxide ion is stabilized by resonance. Alkoxide ion is not stabilized by resonance. Therefore, phenol is more acidic. Understood? So, phenols are more acidic than alcohols. Now, if there is an electron, we have drawn the resonating structures at the of phenol and phenoxide ion. Ortho and para positions are electron rich. Now, if there is an electron withdrawing group like nitro group at the ortho and para position, then that will make phenol more acidic, because ortho and para position we have negative charge. So if there is an electron withdrawing group like a nitro group at the ortho position, that will be more acidic than phenol. This will be more acidic than phenol. Only if at the ortho and para position. NO2 group phenol. Understood? Nitro group is either at the ortho and para position. Now, if there is an electron releasing like alkyl group, if an electron releasing group is there, OH group, CH3 group is there, the alkyl groups are electron releasing group. This is chrysols. OH group is there, then CH3 group or OCH3 group. OCH3 group, etc. They are electron releasing groups. OCH3. Alkoxide group, etc. This is methoxyphenol. OCH3 group. They are all electron releasing groups. Their acidity will be lesser than phenol. Understood? So, if there is an electron withdrawing group at the ortho and para position, those will be more acidic than phenol. Whereas if there is an electron releasing group like CH3 or OCH3 group, they will be less acidic than phenol. So these are the physical and chemical properties.